Hello and welcome to a new episode on Sadhana World Foundation. As you know, we care about crafting young lives. We present stories and experiences from our day to day lives to seek connection with the knowledge which is there in our ancient texts. We believe that knowledge is very valuable. If we adapt them in our day to day living, then our lives can become better and happier on this planet. This is the time of the year when there are many festivals. We visit our friends, families, relatives, the people that we care. We carry gifts with us. There are special days of people's lives that we celebrate. There are occasions, there are achievements, there are festivities. We carry gifts. Last week, I had a great experience of someone suddenly appearing with a gift and all of us celebrating a moment together. Probably that experience is going to last for many years. So I started thinking about gifting as a concept. What does our ancient text tell us about gifting? Did the people who lived in those years indulge in gifting? So I looked into those texts. I noticed that in our Indian texts, historical as well as mythological, we have quite a few examples. In our Puranas, we have Lord Krishna and Sudama, two great friends who studied together. Of course, Krishna came from a royal family and Sudama was from a poor family. Both grew up, Krishna became the king and Sudama lived the life of a poor Brahmin. He had to depend upon someone else's dana or gifts, roughly translated. Once Sudama decided to visit Krishna and seek his assistance. Sudama reached Krishna's court and Krishna was of course extremely happy to see his old friend, and so was Sudama. Krishna jokingly asked Sudama that they were meeting after so many years, so what's the gift Sudama was carrying for him? And Sudama was overwhelmed seeing his friend after so many years. He had nothing, he was poor. He was carrying some puffed rice with him, which his wife had packed for his food for the way. And Sudama spontaneously took out that puffed rice and said that, hey, this is all that I have brought for you. And of course, Krishna was extremely happy to get that puffed rice, and the courtiers in the king's court were all surprised that Krishna was behaving as if he had got the most precious gift of his life. So that's the power of a gift. It's not the value of the gift. Probably the gift turned priceless because of the intent behind the gift. Think of Karna, the great warrior of the Mahabharata. He was known for being one of the greatest givers of that time. Such was his commitment to dana or to gifting that during the battle of Mahabharata, he gifts his most precious tools that makes him invincible in the war. He gives away his rings and his armor which he was born with, and those two things make Karna invincible. He falls prey to a plot, but that's not the point. Point is about his behavior. When somebody reaches his doorstep asking for something, and how he gives it away selflessly. He stands committed all the time to give. Of course, we have many interesting stories in our Puranas and in our history. Many kings have always taken to gifting. They give things to the poor, they give things to the needy. They used to take pride in the fact that nobody who comes to their court seeking for assistance or seeking for a thing will go empty handed. So was Karna. However, we also know that many kings were extremely proud of the power that they had, the wealth that they had, and their ability to gift them. So they develop the ego, and due to that ego, they suffer. So, what do we learn out of this? Very interesting that it's not the value of the gift, it's the intent behind the gift. The intent of Sudama was so pure that Krishna felt that it was priceless. It was the best gift that he received in his life. And Karna and many other kings were so egoistic about the power of gifting that that particular virtue turns into an evil, and that brings their downfall. So interesting. Many texts in our Vedantic philosophy and many other parts of our ancient wisdom talks about the same thing. It talks about the intent, the various kind of gifts people talk about. It's not the value. Even if you don't have wealth, you don't have cows, you don't have gold, you don't have land to gift, but you have, let us say, knowledge to gift, that's also considered to be a great gift. So Annadan, Bhudan, Vidyadan, and so many different kinds of danas are described in our ancient texts. Very, very interesting. I thought that it's extremely powerful for all of us in today's world, that gifting with selflessness, gifting with a great intent to connect with somebody, gifting to help others are all the great practices that men and women, the children of our times, if all of us can really make it part of our life, this world is going to become better, because so many people are out there who are needy on one hand, and on the other it establishes a great connect with someone. It makes the bond, human relationships, so much more impactful, so much more meaningful and worthwhile. Thank you very much for thinking about gifting as a concept and understanding the right behaviors associated with gifting.